Good morning, YOKA Dragons. Welcome back to Student Leadership News. I am Natalie Santos.
And I am Valeria Sesio. Let me tell you, there is a lot to share in our student involvement segment.
Yes, our YOKA students continue to thrive in everything they do with the guidance of our awesome teachers.
First up, we have Candy with Leadership Recap.
Thank you, Natalie and Valeria. We are almost done with our first round of events from our leadership students. For those who don't understand what that means, here's a quick explanation. Leadership teacher Mr. Gutierrez divides his class into groups of 5. These are called committees. This year we have 5 different committees. Each committee has a head, that leads their committee, in producing 2 to 3 activities for the school. For example, we had the Volleyball Minions committee hosting the Valentine Grams a couple weeks ago. It was successful with over 100 candy grams delivered. They transferred information, sorted the cards, and delivered just as if they were a post office themselves. Second, we have Stewart Minions committee that led our bakes out in the morning. They sold out both days, serving yummy pastries and chocolate milk. Third, we have Kevin Minions committee who put together the delicious one-day Fresas con Crema sale. Shout out to Mr. Wong for his support and washing the strawberries before they were prepared for the sale. Fourth, we have our executive group committee who is running the 8th grade versus staff volleyball game. This game will take place Wednesday, March 13th and Thursday, March 14th during Flipped Advisory. There was a mandatory meeting last week, open to anyone who wanted to play. Many students showed up. To qualify for the team, you must now go to the mandatory practices during lunch. Good luck, teachers. I think you're going to need it this year. Finally, we have our Otto Minions, who are hosting the first movie night of the semester. They will be showing the Super Mario movie on Friday, March 15th from 2:35 to 4:30 p.m. Exclusive buttons to enter can be bought the week of for $2. Well, now you know how leadership committees work and got the updates on activities. They will work on round 2 activities soon. If you have any ideas for events, talk to leadership students or Mr. Gutierrez in room 3105. That is all from me. I'm Candy. Back to you, Natalie and Valeria.
Thank you, Candy. Principal shout-out. Counselors Ms. Perez, Ms. Tarin, Ms. Estrada, and Ms. Cow for supporting our students in academics, attendance, and their socio-emotional needs.
Mr. De La Cruz, Mr. Cortez, Ms. Arabia, and parent volunteers for helping promote the completion of school experience surveys.
If you have not already finished the survey in your advisory, make sure to complete it by checking your email and clicking on the link sent to you. It is anonymous, so be as honest as possible to help the district get feedback on how to improve.
Up next, we have Gianna with student involvement.
Thank you, Natalie and Valeria. SRLA is almost ending their season. A couple of weeks ago, they finished their second to last official race, running 18 miles. On March 16th, YOKA SRLA students will run the 37th annual LA Marathon. This is 26.2 miles stretched across the LA Dodger Stadium to Century City. We hope you can join the bus that will be attending the race to root for our YOKA Dragons. Our yearbook students have now begun creating the yearbook. All Teachers Club sponsors should have already uploaded their images to be featured in the yearbook. You can pre-order your yearbook at the student store for $30. The sooner you get it, the cheaper it is. In June, you will pay the full price of the yearbook. If you plan to get it, why wait? Just get it now. This year's volleyball team will be led by Mr. Morrison and supported by Ms. Gonzalez and Mr. Gutierrez. They did an awesome job. Great Team had a great record in the season, but unfortunately they lost their 3rd set of their first playoff game. Congratulations, Black Team. Although they did not have a strong season, they showed up for the playoffs and have qualified for the city's finals this Saturday, March 3rd. Good luck, girls. As for the boys, they also had a great season, taking a couple of victories during the season. Every year we have teachers engaging in our students' rigorous PBL projects. To step it up a notch, they showcased their work to YOKA community. Ms. Hudilia's science class showcased their roller coaster project that explored the different forces available in differentiating kinetic and potential energy. Her class had the shadow project where they created a themed apparatus using light and shadows to display their figures. Then we have Mr. De La Cruz and Mrs. Lee, who had their annual wax museum. Students studied the biographies of iconic figures. They embodied the figure and stood in front of the audience, rehearsing facts about their character. Pentathlon is also reaching the peak of the season. After months of training, the following students have been learning content in 5 different subjects. They are entering their scrimmage competition on March 9th. Then on March 18th, they will be working on an essay portion of the competition. This will help them get a feel for the real competition that will take place on April 13th. YOKA Quiz Bowl, led by our librarian, Ms. Quintero, was amazing. We had so many participants, and this year was no different. Students competed in a Kahoot that quizzed them on their knowledge and our very own Youngo Kim's life. Congratulations to our winners. Now we have YOKA birthdays catching up from where we left off, February 19th to March 10th. Last time we cut off staff birthdays, but seems like some of the staff actually appreciate those shoutouts, so let's actually go back for those. Miss Lenny, Miss Bravo, Miss Nancy Saravia, Miss Rosales, Miss Butler, Miss Darin, Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Cherokee, Mr. Winnell, Mr. Thomas, Miss Yolanda, Miss Quesada, Miss Madrid, Miss Wester, and Mr. Lee, Miss Quintero, and Mr. Irving. Happy birthday to the following students. Happy birthday to you all on behalf of student leadership. In the words of Mr. Winnell, glad you were born. Hope you enjoy your special day. That is all from me. I am Gianna. Back to you, Natalie and Valeria.
Thank you, Gianna. Wow, I'm starting to get emotional.
Why?
We're already heading into the month of March. In just a blink of an eye, we'll be ending the school year and off to high school we go.
Yes, that's awesome.
Well, I'm just not ready to leave you. You're like one of my best friends since 6th grade.
Well, I'm glad of all of the memories that we had together, and hopefully we could make more. Yeah. Well, that's a wrap for this episode. My name is Natalie Santos.
And I'm Valeria Sencio.
See you next time.
Yup.
I'm done. Well, it's important to take advantage of all of
Hosting the Valentine Grams.
Hosted the Valentine Grams?
What?
Say it again. Hosted
Doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever.
Every year we have teachers engaging in our students' rigorous? How do you say that?
Rigorous.
How do you say that? Apparatus?
Alice, Miss Butler, Miss supposed to say Darin,
Miss
Mr.
Train.
Luis, Mr.
yeah.
That was good.
I don't know what to do there.
Okay.
Supposed to hug it out?
No, you can say, well,